because as Jung taught us, true peace can only come from within. Inner peace is the natural result of honoring your needs, respecting your boundaries, and living in alignment with your deepest values. But this peace is not only a personal reward, it is something that naturally flows outward into the world. When you live authentically, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes a quiet light for those who are still searching for their own path. In choosing yourself, you do not only change your own life, you create a ripple effect that deeply influences everyone around you. Take a moment to imagine what your life could look like if you released everything that no longer serves you. Imagine letting go of relationships that drain your energy, commitments that do not speak to your soul, and expectations you never truly chose for yourself. Picture how it would feel to live with more freedom, more lightness, and more clarity. This is not an impossible dream. It is a real possibility fully within your reach. All it requires is the willingness to choose yourself. When you make this choice, you begin to understand that you are not losing anything by letting go of what no longer aligns with you. In fact, you are creating space for what truly matters. You are shaping a life that not only makes sense but also fills you with purpose and joy, and that alone is a transformation worth embracing. This is the gift Jung wanted all of us to discover. The deep realization that real change begins the moment we stop searching outside ourselves for something that has always lived within us. It is the moment you decide to live from authenticity, to embrace who you truly are instead of who you were conditioned to be. And when this shift happens, something extraordinary unfolds. You begin to feel truly alive. You are no longer trapped by the expectations of others. You are no longer bound by rigid ideas of success defined by society. Instead, you start listening to that inner voice that has always been there, quietly guiding you, encouraging you to look deeper, reminding you that something greater awaits if you have the courage to follow it. This feeling of freedom is priceless. It feels as though a heavy weight has been lifted from your shoulders, allowing you to breathe fully, deeply, and freely, perhaps for the first time in a very long while. But reaching this freedom requires courage. It demands that you face not only the pressures placed on you by the outside world, but also the fears that live within you, the doubts, the insecurities, and the limiting beliefs that have held you back for years. Jung reminded us that our greatest enemy is not something external. It lives within us. It is that persistent inner voice that whispers, "What if I am not good enough? What if I fail? What if I disappoint others?" But here is the truth that so many people never realize. That voice is not your truth. It is only an echo of past experiences, a reflection of conditioning you have absorbed throughout your life. Every time you face that voice, every time you take action despite the fear, you begin to break down those limiting beliefs piece by piece. You clear space for something new to grow. This is the real power of choosing yourself. When you make this decision, you start freeing yourself from invisible chains that once controlled your choices. As you continue on this path, something remarkable begins to happen. The things that once felt so important slowly lose their grip on you. The endless need for validation fades. The urge to prove your worth softens. The habit of pleasing others at your own expense begins to dissolve. You no longer feel driven to compete, to compare, or to conform. Instead, you discover a deep sense of fulfillment in simply being yourself. And it is in this state of authenticity that you uncover your true strength. This strength has nothing to do with power over others. It is not about control, dominance, or force. It is a quiet strength that comes from a deep connection with your inner being, a part of you that has always known who you are and what you need. It is silent, steady, and unshakable. And when you stand firmly in your truth, nothing and no one can pull you away from your path. The beauty of this journey is that it does not only transform your life, it also changes the lives of those around you. When you choose yourself, you become a living example of authenticity. You inspire others not through words or persuasion, but simply through your presence. Your way of being encourages others to question their own beliefs, face their fears, and step closer to their own truth. This is something Carl Jung understood deeply. He believed that personal transformation creates a ripple effect. Every time someone chooses authenticity, they contribute to a wider shift in awareness. When individuals live from their true selves, relationships change, communities change. Even the world itself begins to shift. Still, this journey is not a straight line. There will be days when you feel strong, clear, and deeply connected to yourself. And there will be days when doubt returns, when uncertainty clouds your vision, and when you question everything. These moments are not signs of failure. Jung saw them as an essential part of growth. They are opportunities to slow down, to reflect, to learn, and to deepen your understanding of yourself. Each challenge, each setback is an invitation to release what no longer fits, to step into something greater, and to move closer to your true essence. And when the path feels unclear, it is important to remember that you are not alone. Even though choosing yourself can feel lonely at first, support will appear along the way. You will encounter people, experiences, and messages that meet you exactly when you need them. Sometimes it may be a book, sometimes a conversation, sometimes a video like this one reaching you at the right moment. These are not accidents. They are signals that you are aligned, reminders that you are on the right path. Every moment, every decision, and every challenge you have faced has brought you to this point. And even if the future feels uncertain, one truth remains clear. As long as you continue choosing yourself, you are building a life that is meaningful and worth living. The greatest gift you can offer yourself is to be unapologetically you, not the version shaped by expectations, not the version created to fit in, but your purest self. The real you that exists when no one else is watching. Jung once said that the true work of life is not found in searching outside ourselves, but in exploring the deep mysteries within. And when you finally choose to embrace yourself fully, you arrive at a powerful realization. Everything you have been searching for has always been inside you. This is your call to action. Life is too short to remain trapped in the need for approval, too short to ignore your own desires, too short to silence your dreams in order to meet the expectations of others. The time to take the first step is now. The time to face your fears, acknowledge your shadows, and listen to the quiet guidance of your intuition is today. The opportunity to reconnect with your true self is right in front of you. Because when you choose yourself, you do more than change your own life. You change the world around you. Your energy shifts, your perspective widens, and your presence begins to inspire those you encounter. Now is the moment to reflect on everything you have heard. Ask yourself which areas of your life are truly aligned with who you are. Ask yourself what you can release to live more authentically. Ask yourself what has been holding you back from becoming who you were always meant to be. Remember that every small step matters. Every choice you make in favor of your true self is a victory. And most importantly, remember that you are not alone on this journey. This space, this community, and this message exist to remind you of your potential and to support you on your path of self-discovery. If this message resonated with you, do not let it end here. Share it with someone who may need it, someone who is searching, struggling, or standing at a crossroads. Every comment, every like, every share helps this message reach more people who are looking for a deeper connection with themselves. Together, we can create a community rooted in authenticity, courage, and self-acceptance. Now I invite you to reflect and share. What part of this message touched you the most? What step are you willing to take today to choose yourself and honor your true essence? Your words matter not only to you, but to others walking this same path. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And above all, thank you for choosing yourself. Never forget that you are not alone. Change begins with you, and the world needs more people who are willing to live as their true selves. Life truly begins the moment you decide to choose yourself.